The history of the National Museum of American History collections date back to the very beginning of the Smithsonian Institution, when Secretary Joseph Henry amassed a collection of scientific apparatus for historical and demonstration purposes. In 1849, the institution made a major purchase of fine arts prints, which became the core of the graphic arts collections. In 1858 and 1862, the National Institute, which was housed in the U.S. Patent Office, transferred to the Smithsonian the National Collection, which included specimens from the U.S. Exploring Expedition 1838 to 1842. The U.S. National Museum was formally established in 1858. The historical collections grew steadily, including Lincoln's hat, which was transferred from the War Department in 1867. After the Centennial Exposition of 1876 in Philadelphia, the U.S. National Museum received many objects from exhibitors. Thus, by the 1980s, rich collections from many different sources had come to the Smithsonian. In 1881, the first National Museum building, now the Arts and Industries Building, opened to house art, cultural, history, and science exhibits. The halls soon filled with a collection of historic relics, including George Washington's uniform and the Benjamin Franklin printing press. History of science and technology exhibits trace the history of transportation, textiles, music, instruments, and many other human inventions. However, by the turn of the century, the collections had outgrown the first U.S. National Museum building, and a new, larger U.S. National Museum was built across the National Mall. When the new museum building, now the National Museum of Natural History, opened in 1911, the art, anthropology, and natural history collections were transferred, leaving only the history collections in the Arts and Industries Building. 1990, the museum's National Philatelic Collection became the National Postal Museum and was moved into the newly renovated Washington City Post Office in 1993. That same year, the museum acquired the Woolworth Lunch Counter from Greensboro, North Carolina, where the passive resistance civil rights movement began. In 1995, the Jerome and Dorothy Lemelson Center for the Study of Invention and Innovation was founded at the museum through a generous gift from the Lemelson Foundation. In 2000, a donation from Kenneth E. Bering funded extensive renovations of the museum building and its exhibitions from September 5, 2006 to November 21, 2008, during which time it was closed. Architects Skidmore, Owings, and Merrill oversaw the redesign of the exterior and interior spaces, including a 5-story skylit atrium surrounded by displays of artifacts and showcase the breadth of the museum's collection and grand staircase between the museum's first and second floors and a welcome center.